Hi everybody, so we're going to be talking about free will, and it's a highly controversial statement to say, and I know I talk about it in my channel quite a bit, and I want to break it down in two components. So one of them is going to be neuroscience, the other one is going to be about astrology. I got to include the spiritual context to it. So stay tuned to listen a little bit more what I have researched and what I have found and been taught as well. Hi, if you don't know who I am, I'm Sindy V King. I'm a creator of Calling My King. I help transform a woman to create lasting love through Vedic astrology, neuroscience, and transactional analysis so that she becomes the queen of love. And specifically, we're going to be talking about free will, and this is highly controversial. Just as well, I talk about it on my channel. If there is a will, there is a way. So when we talk about free will, this is what neuroscience has taught me, and this is one of my professor that has taught me in the past, and he's such a lovely man. And I'll actually screenshot it for you, what he actually put it on the PowerPoint. If you guys don't know what the Skinner box is, the Skinner box it has to do with the rat being zapped, electrocuted by their foot, and because of the feeding component. So he's not supposed to go there. It's a conditioning component. That's why the Skinner box, it kind of exists. Anyway, it is an animal study based on the Skinner box. But based on what he was saying is understanding the person reinforcement history and accounting for various phobias that is encountered. They say that free will is an illusion. Here's a little bit of an article about it stating that free will is an illusion. I'll link all that study down in the description, so if you want to read a little bit more, it is a lengthy study, but it's a great read. And if you didn't know about the 10th pitfall that scientists do fall into, I want you to watch that video so you keep in mind any medical, medical research, peer review, you have a better understanding of what's behind the scene so that you don't fall into the trap of like, oh, this is a done deal kind of thing. Well, the reason why he said free will is an illusion, and study most back it up as well, because it's a behavior control and not so much of the organism, but rather than the environment through like experiments. So if you feel a certain way and you're experiencing those certain way, that is no free will. So they also mentioned the epigenetic change, regular change in memory circuits. Just because your environment has not changed, there means that you are conditioned to be stuck in this position. So, for example, the Skinner box is having food being dispensed on a regular basis, and the rats go and take it, or should I say the mouse actually goes and take it, but they have no free will learning how to escape from the electric shock that's happened between their feet. So the brain is not pre-wired, that's what he was saying, not pre-wired to every kind of associations, and that's prepared. So in other words, just if your environment is not conditioned, that's why I have the VIP membership, that we can go in there, have a conversation, and talk about it. That is free will. You going in there and you change your environment, because the people that you associate in your regular base probably limits you from the free will component because you are conditioned to it. So they say like mind attracts other like mind. That is very true. So they also might have some sort of dysfunctional or some great things that can support you as well, but it kind of varies in the situation, whatever the condition that might be. But if you're outside of your environment, you're in a different atmosphere. Like they were saying earlier, if you went to Spain and you learned Spanish, you are submerged with a culture. So you're more likely, you want to be adapting the Darwin theory, or the survival of the fittest, so that you have a better chance for surviving. So you're going to pick up Spanish a lot quicker than you are. So they're saying that your environment does affect how you change certain behavior. If you don't have the tool and resource, you are likely conditioned in that as well. So there is no free will because there is no option as Okay, so let's break it up to astrology. And astrology really clearly states that there is no free will. You are conditioned to this. We can make certain predictions about your chart and about your destiny. Unless the astrologer made a mistake, there is a highly possibility. And the reason why I say it's a highly possibility, there is no such thing as being perfect. The technique is there, the mathematics is there, the formula is there. They can predict to the minute, to the hour if their mathematic is correct. And yes, I want to brag about math. You know, you don't have to like math, but astrology is all about the math component of it as well. So there is a probability, and science, again, backs up with the probability. Jonas, I have been taught that there is no free will. Reason why? Because we're able to predict certain behaviors, patterns. That's all about pattern recognition. So that is really ideal. They just said that your birth chart is your destiny. You have your dharma, you have your karma. You have all that in place. But what is different from free will, when you go to an astrologer, you're aware of this so that you can either go get resource, get help and support. That is free will. But there's some people who don't want to listen to astrologer. That's totally fine. And if you don't believe in astrology, that's okay with me as well. It is one type of model that we can look at and say, hey, this is the outcome that you're going into. Look, I might have math amnesia. I might be completely wrong with that statement, but I understand that there's a lot of old school astrologer will clearly state that there isn't free will. I believe in free will because you got to consultation and there's an action behind it. But if you're just getting a reading and that's it, it's not going to be beneficial for you as well. But you want to be able to change some of the outcome and behaviors that either you've been conditioned as a child. So I want to thank you so much. I know that you probably have some debates about free will and stuff. That's totally okay. I'm not here to say that I'm 100% correct. I'm just saying, here, this is what I presented. This is what I have known. This is what I've seen. Here's some of the studies that were stating that. It's however you want to take the information. Like I said, if there's a will, there is a way. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Look, if you're serious about being fearless in love and ready to be treated like a queen, links is down below to book a time. I got over 100 videos on YouTube and I post new videos every week. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You get notified when new videos goes live. If your friend is actually stuck in love, share and like my video. I do take requests on topics and answer your burning question about your relationship. So just leave a comment down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video.